if they that expects to play right away, Jared West suddenly is going to play backup. I mean, and are you really going to play him with a point guard? He's 5'10". He could shoot. He was a really good distributor last year. I mean, he's coming in expecting to play the point. Ellis can handle some point guard. You mentioned Mike James can play the 2. Noah Locke is a kind of a pure shooter at the 2. I'm just not sure there's a ton of room really for a guy, a really immediate impact point guard. I think they have a pretty good 9-10 man rotation right now, with 2 solid players at pretty much each position across the starting 5. I kind of like where their rotation is at right now. Obviously, Carlik Jones or David Johnson coming back would have been a huge boost to the perimeter, but I don't necessarily think they need to go out and really get one of these top guys left on the board.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah. Thank you, outsider.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to get an outside lawyer. You know those movies where you got to go get you got to hire some outside help because everybody in the local town knows each other and they all.
Marcus thought West could play the point guard.
I forgot about that.
How funny is that?
An excellent distributor with a good 3-point percentage thought that Jared West could play the point guard.
Yeah.
The backup point guard, actually. Okay. So, Steve, you heard that. There's 2. It's a transition time now.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I don't go sunshine and rainbows like people think. I do point out positives. I do point out encouraging news.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those like the 50-50 balls. Yeah, I will take the positive. What if it works? What if it goes well? A good coach with good, communication with his team should go well. Okay, so Steve.
Okay.
There's 2 things you hear from that conversation. Actually, you heard one thing from that conversation, and there's one inference you make from that conversation.
Okay.
Between my JJ Trainer conversation, between my Jalen Withers conversation, between my Roosevelt Wheeler, my Gabe Wisnitzer, my Sam Williams development on his ball handling, that could be huge for the team.
Yeah. The
development parts of this conversation is transitioning completely outside of roster. So from this point forward, we're talking about development. We're talking about the product you put on the floor. There's 3 conversations I kind of wanted to have today.
Okay.
One of them, and you can tell me when you want to take on this one.
Okay.
This might not even make the conversation today. One of the things we heard, just a gripe, a Xavier gripe, could never put teams away.
Mm-hmm.
At Xavier. Mm-hmm. We'd win games, but gave up leads quick. You could never put a team away. Going into year 4, with a deep roster, should be able to put some teams away.
Sure.
We've watched them go out there with listen, he's had some big wins, but some choke this game, and we should have a system that we see and say, no, they can't handle our system.
Even games that weren't choked away, the year we were number 1. It was Clemson. It was Miami. It was games where it was Georgia Tech. It was games where you were like, oh, and I'm talking about the Georgia Tech game we won, where it was like, man, we're up, and then it's, oh my God, we need something here at the end to win.
A player to make a play. Listen, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with holding players accountable for bringing the system. But now when you get this roster, you get year 4, you say, no, there has to be some structural. We are paying for a good coach to say, when we have superior talent or when we have superior depth, we have a talented team. When you look over at the other team and say, no, we're so much more talented than that team.
Yeah.
I should be able to okay, I'm leaving it on development right now. I should be able to have again, executed offense that gets me buckets.
Sure.
A style that gets me buckets, whether it's defense, creating turnovers, something should say, no, I should feel like we're going to waste some teams.
Yeah.
And I've watched too many games that we didn't waste teams.
I'd agree with that.
Where my antennas go up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Number 2, I gave you and this is me in my brain, mapping out my macro going into, because my basketball preseason is starting now. Now that I have a roster, this is my spring game. This is my spring for the summer basketball.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. I gave you your 7-man rotation with the 8 in desperation thing, right?
Yeah.
There's not enough difference between the players on this team to justify me looking at my minutes and them going 39, 39, 40, 34, 22, and 17.
Yeah.
There's not enough difference between JJ, Jalen, Quinn, Cross, Sam, DeAndre already to have numbers like 40 minutes a game.
Absolutely.
If I do, one is the max 40. I should never see a 40 and a 39 on my minutes played.
I would agree with that.
With this team.
Yeah.
That's one
outside of one guy playing tremendous one night.
Right.
You ride him a little.
Yeah, I don't think at a program this they're in great shape. I get it. You're not a Rick Pitino style animal on the treadmill.
Mm.
And if you're getting full burst explosion of effort, which, like I said, I can debate these things and people say, yeah, that's what I said. And I say, he made changes too. He made changes. Are those changes in the development part?
Right.
I'll pin the minutes played on you. And I get it. Like, I got to get comfortable even winning at Louisville.
Sure.
Like I get that.
Sure.
There's a transition of, I mean, listen, he said it with his own, dude, I'm not coming here. I can't lose to Bellarmine first seat. Like, I get that.
Absolutely.
I get there's human elements for a non-certified Hall of Fame coach that you didn't have to worry about with Rick Pitino and Coach Crum. Coach Crum would play a Griff 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he was nervous, you know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
When the national writers are saying you got 9 guys that can be on a floor, you're playing 4 guys, 35 minutes, and then you're just like nitpicking with the other 3 guys, because that one, when you get into the transfer market, when you get into the summer grad transfer stuff, and now when you get turmoil, they're going to be able to sell you on a little more. 4 dudes averaged more than 35 minutes a game and nobody else played.
Yeah. No, I think you're spot on.
Because you have your roster and it is April.
Yeah.
The season ends in March. It is April. You have your complete roster. Hands-on. You should be able to prepare 9 guys. The 9 guys, because these are 9 guys we've seen on the court.
Absolutely.
These are 9. Gabe, Quinn, DeAndre, Jalen, JJ, Malik, Noah, L. Ellis is the only one that hasn't played in this level, big time minutes. These guys have played important minutes. You have 9 guys that played important minutes.
Yeah.
They should be developed enough to have a rotation.
Oh, yeah.
That 8 with the extra 9, not 6 with the extra 7. You know what I'm saying? So
you've got 12 right now that are solid. There's no way you shouldn't have 8 or 9 that can't
play. Not can play, that play.
Absolutely.
Like, now you have the depth to withstand injury. You should be able to match up multiple ways. Yeah. Small lineup, big lineup, speed lineup, power lineup. Like you have, like, again, I'm not making I'm digging in my bag of all my biggest concerns. Like, again, I'm doing the Jalen Withers harsh grading right now.
Absolutely.
Where I'm saying you have enough talent on this team for us to visibly see, okay, we have enough talent to punish some teams.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
Yeah. And so I'm getting this transition transition of this is where I participate in the 101 ways Louisville, can be bad or something like that. But you get what I'm saying? I'm pointing out things that Marcus Maven's eyes are going to be looking for, or I'm giving everybody what I know and what good basketball expectations should be at. Now, listen, when it gets to the ridiculous, because here's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to listen to what I said and just say, well, according to Maven, you should dominate everything. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying really good coaching and really good development from April 27th to the time the season starts, outside of super rash of injuries or just something extraordinary happening. My rotation should look a hell of a lot different. Than it has. And my style of play should be more imposing. And again, it could be, we got to start monitoring deflections more. We have to, like when you're deep enough to play hard defense for extended minutes, I should look again. This team defensively made the previous team look like they weren't even trying hard. Repeat.
100%.
This team defensively, this past year's team defensively, is a 9 compared to a 4.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we saw a entirely different style between Jordan, because listen, he got all his pack line, heat with the Jordan squad, Jordan, Dwayne, Ryan, whatever. This team did not look like that team defensively.
No, it didn't. And here's the thing, even before, we have something on record with that recent postseason press conference he did that we never had before. We would always say things like, people would say, I want him to play faster. And then we were like, yeah, but we don't know that that's his philosophy. I think this is what he's trying to do. He said, I would like to play faster in that last press conference. So now you've put that out there. So I'm kind of holding you to that now.
Which is also what put me in the Malik category.
Yeah.
Malik could end up being a specialist if he's not ready to play fast.
Sure.
And again, theory, this is, like I said, we're back and forth about the Malik thing, but theoretically, if JJ, Jalen, Matt can get out and run, again, our ability to find lanes in transition and execute fast breaks, cleaner fast breaks.
Absolutely.
Like that has to be a focus. You know what I'm saying? Because again, clean fast breaks are why you blow out teams.
Well, and I've watched this team's going to be a little different too. And I've watched highlights of West even though I think West can get to the rim and finish strong, but I've watched highlights of West, I've watched highlights of Locke and of Matt Cross. All three. And I know Louisville fans is kind of like, but unless you hit it, all three
transition.
Well, they'll transition 3.
Yep.
Like on a fast break. I mean, I've saw video of Noah Locke. There's one defender, one guy coming up, and he'll just stop.
Or on transition, run out to the 3-point line.
Yeah. So,
but again, that takes work, and confidence.
Yeah.
But working on transition. Again, like, listen, if we're in criticism mode, right? I'll say our transition, we did not find lanes, and we had poor floor spacing in transition. And again,
but if you're shooting well, I mean, that's playing fast.
Right.
Transition 3 is playing fast.
But the coach in me says this. I mean, I did this. I put myself in Mac's shoes, and I was like, I knew this going into college.
Yeah.
Until coaches gave me, Marcus, if you see Nate on that side, you're the 3 lane, the 2 or 3 lane.
Yeah.
Point guard has the middle. You have the wings. Big man has the middle. You know, when that ball shot and missed, and it's rebounded, we should be galloping.
Yeah.
If you're on that side of this lane, whoever's the closest to the sideline, that's your lane. But you should be sweeping out, galloping down there.
Yeah.
Even if you get nothing, 2 wings, Sam and Locke should be lowering it. Like, again, Sam on one side, Locke. Y'all should be flying down the sidelines. I didn't see that. I see guys looking back at the ball.
Yeah.
What are you looking back at the ball for? You should be head down, headed there, open, and now you can bring it back out and occupy people. So again, I have my developmental criticisms in teaching the game.
Yeah.
It's hard because sometimes they run it right, and then you're like, okay, I know you know what you're doing on that, and then they
sure.
Then they screw it up, and then you're like, Jesus, I can't stop practice and go back. But Coach Crumwood.
Oh yeah, yeah. I imagine. Yeah,
You ran a transition break. Listen, we got a big game coming up tomorrow, Steve. We ran about 2 or 3 ugly transitions, and he says, okay, well, apparently everybody forgot all our transition drills. So guess what we're gonna do for the next hour? You know what I'm saying, Coach D? They're all yours.
Yeah.
We're gonna run 3-on-2, what is it? 3-on-2, 2-on-1s all day.
Yeah, but then you get the Carolina game, and you get things like that where it's like, oh no, yeah, when they're in transition, they're better than anybody. You know, it's like
Tar Heels or us?
No, you guys.
I'm
saying,
yeah.
You get moments like the Carolina
That's
game.
how you blow people out, though.
Yeah, and it's like, man, that game's over. I mean, that's why they call it that run. Like,
right.
It's the run, you know. It's like, yeah, no, that game was over. Everybody knew it.
Yeah, and if you look at that, you can see people knew the lanes to go. When this ball comes off the rim, I tap it over to Reese. I'm out this way. You know, like yeah. That's how you keep your momentum going forward. But everybody has to know lanes. We did not do that. That's something that has to be developed on a team schedule. And then there's the player development.
Yeah, and you have athletic guys. You have, but I will say, top to bottom, I don't think athleticism speaking. I don't think that you're
still not there.
Yeah, because I think Ellis in transition can do some damage. Mike James can do some damage in transition. JJ and Jalen.
There's no 1-foot jumpers.
No, I know.
Why don't y'all want to jump off 1 foot? You got to slow down.
I mean, is that the list? Ellis, James, JJ, and Jalen? I mean, is that the list?
The jury's still out on Jalen.
Yeah, but I mean, at least he's shown. I mean, when you go back and look at your highlights, you're like, dang, he's had a lot of dunks. But even though it drives us nuts. But I mean, that's probably the list, you know, where I'm like, guys that I'm, you know, I mean, Dre maybe can. I mean, Sam can. I mean, but I'm talking about
Sam
guys like,
Sam has to get better with his.
Because he can.
Yeah, he has to get better.
Yeah,
he has to go to one of those sports clinics.
Yeah, like Ellis and James. You watch their film. They don't care. They don't care. Block me. Okay, block me. That's fine. Try. Like, you know, I mean, but I'm going to go up. I mean, like,
they'll be better getting fouled.
Oh, yeah. Because the percentages say if you go up hard to the rim, more likely you're going to get fouled or somebody's going to make an incredible play.
We didn't get any fouls, did we?
JJ started to. When because JJ goes up.
Yeah, he doesn't mind like getting blocked.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think that's the late bloomer in him too.
Yeah, it will. It's going to happen. You get pitched. That's like I told you. Elijah learned. My son. He's like, he come out and he got pitched the first good time, like real hard. He was like, "You ever got blocked that hard?" Yeah, you know. All right.
I mean, don't get comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you do, but you know what? What happened after that? I said, "Did you score any more after that?" Yeah. All right. Cool. Did your team win? Yeah. All right. Life went on, you know what I mean? You know, but you know, you're a part of somebody's story. You know, somebody's gonna be like,
yeah. They talked about it when they went home, and they're like, somebody's bragging about pitching Elijah stuff.
Yeah, like it happens.
But you got to collect more crowns than you,
than
you give away. So the point of this conversation right now is, do you agree with me? We've transitioned into totally this season. You don't. It's no COVID stoppage. It's your roster. I mean, I'm sorry, your rotation. Our eyeballs are going to be on your rotation style.
Yeah,
and player development. Who's going to get better?
I definitely think that's a conversation because that's what it is. It kind of, I think the conversation will transition and is starting to off the roster onto the staff. Because I think you have Pegues, you have Cahill Fennell, who you brought up, Coach Max here. You're going to add one more, whoever that may be. I still think your shot is Brennan, but whatever. The longer it goes, this is totally my opinion. So, Coach, don't
just let everything die down a little bit.
Kenny, nobody get upset with me. This is just my opinion. The longer it goes, the more I'm like, I kind of think that's probably what it's happening.
Let the smoke clear, let everything die down a little bit.
Yeah, but
surprise.
yeah, but it's like, you've kind of put together a new staff. So now you have the pieces. Everybody knows you have the pieces now to have a good team next year.
To have a good team.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see. And it's a team that, quite honestly, I mean, the core is going to continue to be together. Is it
just me that's worried about the games you should winning in a more impressive fashion? Because I understand that's an unfair thing. And you know me, I respect the UNC Asheville's. I respect the Radfords. I respect all those guys because I know all those guys got players that can play and it ain't like they can show up. But I respect the depth of Louisville. I respect you can still get more players that they can't get.
Yeah.
And I here's the thing. I want you to outcoach those coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want it to be clear that no, my guys look more prepared in their execution. I don't want to see a team running a system against my guys.
Yeah.
And they're scoring it. And we're just scoring because we're like, it's like watching Jordan Ward. He's just better.
Yeah.
Winning games because Jordan and Ryan are just better than your two big time guys.
Sure.
Then you win. Look, late, it's a 6-point game. You end up winning by 14 because they got to start fouling and shooting desperate late.
Yeah.
Because that was really a 6-point game.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Or am I out of line for starting to go to that direction with it?
No.
Like systematically, I want to see coaching beat teams.
No, because if it happens like that, then there's a lot less. You just get angry post games. And then people are like, all right. When bad things happen.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because you're like, no, we beat teams, we put teams away. I'm pissed post game. But tomorrow, all right, they beat us. Because I've watched my team. I know my team is capable of putting teams away, of playing. So they obviously come out and either A, we had a bad night, or B, they had a really good night. Okay. And I move on. But if it's you always kind of play around at the end, right, or they're not quite showing up out of the second half or something, then I'm like, okay,
like
now I'm getting angry at games and I'm still angry the next morning because I'm like, is this a problem?
Yeah, right. It's like I can never see a Christian Cunningham Duke again.
Yeah. Well, because Cunningham against Duke pisses you off so bad because he did it against Florida State too.
Right.
You should have beat them.
Right. Like there has to be, and again,
if that's a one-time occurrence and you went ahead and pulled away and won that Florida State game and different stuff, you're like,
yeah, just a structured press break.
Yeah,
like it can't be always. I should have a point, and I get it. I get Coach Crum. I get Coach Eves, Scooter McCray. I tell you, I know savage coaches who say, stop calling for picks at half court to beat him. If you can't get up the ball up the court against that point guard, I'll go get somebody that can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know what we did? Worked on press breaks.
Mm-hmm.
We had good cross the, you cross the middle, you inbound to here, you cross the middle, press breaks.
Yeah.
We did not use any press breaks. It was just kind of Carly can get the ball up the court.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's the word? It works, but you're leaving energy on Carleek that he shouldn't have to use.
Yeah.
So it's like the micromanaging or lack thereof costs you in minutes.
Yeah.
Carleek should not have to. It's fatiguing to have a guy who can Russ, Peyton. Like people don't understand how many games we won just causing wear down on point guards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if Russ didn't steal the ball, even if Peyton had no steals, it was like, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
This has to be one of the deepest teams that we'll have had. It doesn't necessarily have the star power at the top, but we're going to run teams.
We should be able to play high intensity a lot better. Like I said, I know he won't overextend on the ball pressure and stuff like that, but we should be able to start tracking deflections. We should be able to start, hey, y'all can take some risk now a little bit more.
In your opinion, would you all rather have a lineup like what we're looking at right now with Louisville, where we can go 9 or 10 deep of very solid players and run like a running system like that, or would you rather have like a seven-man rotation, but we got like 2 studs like a David Johnson and Carlik Jones?
Depends on if my coach can get it done with the fundamental. With the fast break transition, like the fundamental part of speed, because speed is fundamental. Like again, Coach Calipari, that's what he lived off of. Just teaching, go as fast as you can. We'll add a couple fundamentals to you going as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And leads to them choking. But I mean, but it gets you there.
Yeah, right. You're right. That's kind of what, and again, that's why I say that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, right. Can you teach them to fundamentally execute at high speed?
And like I said, the roster's there. Anybody with eyeballs knows that. I mean, that's why Jeff Borzella got on there and said that. I mean, the roster's there. I mean, you can laugh at it, whatever you want to do, but I mean, it's there. The team is good. Will they add another piece? Maybe, but I think that's where this is one of the first years where I do think it's going to start to turn completely on.
And even if you don't, you're right. And even if you don't say it's a really good roster, you'll at the very least you'll settle for you don't have any glaring weaknesses.
Yeah.
So your floor is high.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your floor is high.
Sure.
Ceiling could be whatever.
Yeah.
But if your floor is high enough to where I shouldn't see disappointing basketball.
No.
Like I said, I've seen 9 guys can hold their own in Division I basketball and ACC basketball on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You got 9 of them.
Absolutely.
They should be able to play harder.
Yeah.
They should be able to be in better shape for extended periods. Like I said.
Yeah, I don't think it's asking a lot.
Yeah, this is the year when you bring in Prairie View. I don't want to be talking. I shouldn't be talking to Steve saying, I don't know, man. Prairie View has these 2 guards that could give us trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
I should be looking at us now.
Yeah.
And not the opponent at the same level. I'll tell you what, we'll take our last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 DeVille.
The missing children problem is nothing to take lightly. Get involved today. Know your children's whereabouts and get to know their friends. This message is courtesy of Hurley Services Incorporated. They've been serving the area with quality and pride for 30 years. For more information, call 812-969-3920. That's 812-969-3920. That's Hurley Services Incorporated, on the air because they care.
The fastest 2 minutes in sports is back, and you can get in on the excitement all week long with Twin Spire's money back offer. Place a WinBet on any race at Churchill Downs this week, including Saturday's Kentucky Derby, and Twin Spires will give you your money back if your horse finished 2nd or 3rd. Twin Spires, your wagering home for the Kentucky Derby.
Void where prohibited. For terms and conditions, visit twinspires.com. Offer valid for new and existing players following opt-in. If your first straight win bet up to a max bet of $10, must be 18 or older. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So you ready for the draft? Let's get started.
The 2021 NFL Draft.
NFL Draft is officially open.
Coverage of Round 1 begins tomorrow at 7 o'clock on all ESPN Louisville stations.
Injured in a car accident? Visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
At Kroger, everything we sell is guaranteed fresher than fresh because our associates constantly check to make sure everything is at the peak of freshness. That means peeking at the peaches, spying on the steaks, and delving deep into the dairy department. So everything we sell is guaranteed fresh, or we'll make it right. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Get more ways to save at the Big $10 sale when you mix and match in multiples of 2, 4, 5, or 10. So many great deals. Stock up now. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We're your home for Kentucky Derby 147.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
With a full day of pre- and post-race coverage, including the Run for the Roses.
And they're into the stretch.
And it all plays right here on ESPN Louisville and the ESPN Louisville app. Twin Spires coverage of the Kentucky Derby is presented by Cox's Smokers Outlet, Baptist Health, Buff City Soap, and UPS Jobs.
Authentic has won the Kentucky Derby.
When you're looking for flavor, there's only one place to go, Wing Zone. We have 17 delicious flavors to choose from, including our all-new hot garlic. Wing Zone has daily lunch specials for only $9. Wing Zone is also currently hiring for full-time and part-time positions in management. We offer competitive wages and flexible scheduling. Please stop by any of our locations to learn how to become a part of the team. Wingzone.com. You got it.
Hey Cards fans, Zach here from Great Flood Brewing with a friendly reminder that we have a number of carryout options for you this season. Growlers for beer, bottled cocktails to go, and delicious food, as well as a heated patio, are all on offer at our Middletown restaurant. Growlers, cans, and a patio with heaters are available at our Highlands location. Please stop by. We'd love to say hello and can't wait to see you all soon. Call 502-208-0882 to reach your preferred location or follow us at Great Flood Beer, Great Flood Middletown on social media for updates. Thanks again.
Here, Kentucky Derby 147, right here on ESPN Louisville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Hey everybody, Steve Rummage here. And if you have listened to 93.9 The Ville over the last few months, you know I've reminded you of 3 simple words. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance, and with the spring market heating up, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to $5,000 seller credit by mentioning you heard it right here. So don't wait any longer and contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or joshjarbo@remax.net.
Being a mom is one of the toughest jobs around during a normal year. And this past year was anything but normal. So this Mother's Day, Genesis Diamonds invite you to join us in celebrating and appreciating the mothers in our lives. Stop in and let one of our trusted advisors help you find a special, meaningful gift. Layering necklaces, stackable rings, eternity bands, pearls, elegant diamond pendants, and of course, stunning diamond earrings. Great Mother's Day ideas for any budget. There's no doubt we love Mom, but sometimes a little extra appreciation goes a long way as a thank you for helping us through challenges, making more sacrifices, and always putting the family first. So whether it's her first Mother's Day or her 60th, Mom deserves a gift that's anything but ordinary. And at Genesis, that's our specialty. Timeless gifts of jewelry that she can enjoy and cherish for decades to come, and always be reminded of how special she is to the family, especially after a year like we've just had. Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
The sneaker ball event's coming up.
It is.
It's sold out, so it wouldn't do me any good to advertise and tell everybody to head to, derbysneakerball.com because it's already sold out. So I just say you should look online for a video and you'll see.
Listen last time.
They're right. We tried to warn you. So my guy's on my way. What are the odds that he will have the shoes ready for tomorrow?
For tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Why'd you wait till today?
I thought he was busy. He said he wasn't busy, but he seemed confident. He was like, oh no, I can knock that down. It's funny. I was talking about that, right? And it's like, you don't realize artists are artists. Like they can, like you ever seen those barber haircuts? It's like, that looks amazing. Like, how long did that take you to do? 45 minutes.
Yeah, no. I'm sure you're a pro. And I mean, you got a nice, actually, I'm looking for me a pair now.
All white canvas.
Yeah, I mean, you got a nice canvas there. They look easy to probably.
That's what I was thinking. That gave me confidence.
On. Yeah, it's not like something crazy.
Do you think he feels? Do you think he feels pressure? Like I gotta get these right.
I mean, I'm sure he wants to do it right for you. Yeah, I think they'll look good.
So, what would be the better way? Say no pressure at all. Say I need these.
I have to have these by tomorrow night. They got to be perfect.
Right. It's like, I'm fine. Like either way. Look, because I'd already punted. Like, I'm sure you're too busy.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, but he's like, no, I got you still. Like, okay, well, we'll see. So, any ideas? 93.9 logos, ESPN Louisville logos, made for the Ville, YouTube logos. Any last second thing? Steve said I should put my stats on my.
I was just saying, like,
that was funny. So any last minute suggestions or something I need to add on there?
No, I would do the 93.9 logo. I'd do your number. Got to have a number 5 on there.
Probably got to have a 5.
Yeah. You know, something Louisville, like either the Cardinal Bird or Louisville, you know, whatever, or the L, something.
Are they gonna send me a cease and desist if I got a Cardinal Bird on it?
Probably.
Straight for Vince Thomas.
Listen, no,
he's gonna hand deliver.
What we do for this university from 10 to 12, we should have free season tickets.
What?
We should have license. Like, I'm tired of Vince, Mr. Tyree, you guys, I know you are probably listening, but the coaches, I know coaches that listen, they text us and stuff. And like, I mean, some of them are friends and some and here's the thing. I'm like, dude, for what we do for y'all on a daily basis and the way we fight this stuff off.
These people are animals.
Yeah, no. I will not accept any cease and desist letter. I will not accept. When I need tickets, I should be able to get tickets.
If I want to put a Cardinal Bird on my shoes, I should be able to
do it. Do you know what this media out here have been doing to y'all for the last 5-6 years if me and Maven weren't in town? Oh, God. Like, good night.
Brian, what would this place have been like without us for the last 5 years?
We bring a lot of positivity to the station. Let's just say that.
This place would have looked like UK after a volleyball championship.
Oh, dude. They would have been crushing y'all.
Oh, my goodness.
Crushing y'all.
Okay, so I am excited about my shoes. Is there anything else? Mark Emmert got another 4 years, so we're going to get killed anyway.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
man?
we're going to. How did he get a 4-year extension?
Oh,
who voted that?
Nobody in charge of him.
Right. Steve.
He hired himself again.
I can't wait to hire my own board to decide whether or not to fire me or not.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be that powerful.
Yeah.
I put 12 of y'all in this room and say, we're going to do the vote today to have me replaced. What say you all?
Keep in mind, if a new president comes in, he makes his own new board.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's how that's literally how you stay in there.
Yeah. I can't believe but I'm okay with it because I think that him staying in gets us closer to changes and more fight back. So, and the more fight back,
kind of like his having right now bad credibility in your leadership. Yep.
From where I'm at, and I like the NCAA. I was hoping it worked out, and if Louisville wasn't in the position they were in, I would probably say, man, I
want
wish
people
they
to
would
understand.
fix it.
I want people to understand that. Like, I'm not rooting for just NCAA pandemonium and kids just going straight to the G League and all that stuff. But until you treat people equally, now I got to look at UK's AD who's the shadow government of the NCAA.
Yeah,
that's the part I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't like to complain about the NCAA selection that CJ's get, and then next year you're on the board, and then the year after you're the head of the selection committee, and that was ridiculous.
Oh no,
that's
ridiculous.
one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life.
And it was Outcast Card. That's who it was. Okay, I looked it up. Yeah, that's the tweet. Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. But yeah. I mean, it's just like
shadow government.
Yeah,
Mitch Barnhart.
I know. Like, and it's just I'm like, nah, dude. So, but whatever. I mean,
right.
That's why with it not being like that, I'm like, you know what, have at it, because I need universities willing to fight y'all.
They're going to end up calling a quorum. We don't like this process anymore.
You gonna listen to Eves and Daniel Cameron later?
I will not. I'm not into particular. Outside of my show, I'm not too in particular interested in what Coach Eves and Daniel Cameron have to talk about at all.
Okay, that was just asking.
Called me old fashioned.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. So, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Somebody just tweeted. I just.
Okay.
Text on.
Okay, so just Steve, here's the thing. Don't make this awkward either.
Okay.
I don't
think anything be awkward after what we just came off of. Let's do it.
Oh no, that's fine. Because I'm sure people want to know that.
Absolutely.
So when I leave here, am I going to be able to tolerate a crowded DMV? Because I could easily just turn off an exit and go home and push it off another day. It's not good to push off, your mandatory trips to the DMV. right?
No, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
So it's worth it to make
the
that
DMV you will frequent is about, I think the longest is probably about 30, 45 minutes tops. And that's rare. So
it'll be under 30 minutes.
Most likely. Yeah, most likely.
I mean, is today like a big DMV day? Are people trying to get things taken care of, car issues taken care of?
I don't think so.
But it's not all online. It's like you still can actually go in there, right?
Yeah. Now you go in, you'll have to you'll scan the little thing and you put your number in, and then they'll text you when you're ready. Yeah, that's just how they do it.
Okay, I can handle that.
Yeah.
So people, if you're wondering, we're gonna go ahead and dip out of here a little early because I am gonna make that trip. I just want to